What's going on, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? It's your boy Cat Life here, bringing another Yu-Gi-Oh Master Duel video, and today we are going to be talking about 5 different decks that we can use for the Synchro and XYZ festival event that is coming out, right? So, talking about this, I believe that there's going to be, once again, 5 decks, right? So if you're an anime fan, I feel like this is going to be really good because we're going to start off with one of the first anime decks that I think you're going to love, by our boy Reginald Shark Castle. Now, Shark ran a shark deck. This is more going to be geared towards like a water deck, but still you get to play some shark cards, right? You get the best of both worlds. Anyways, we're gonna be playing the Stealth Kraken. I'm thinking about putting this card to 2 instead of 1, but it's really up to you what you want to play. But anyways, what this card does is when it's on the field, every monster becomes a water type attribute, which is similar to what Gozen can do for you, where it's literally everybody is like just locked down to one attribute type, right? So with that being said, we cannot play Gozen because Gozen's banned, but either way this card is still going to go crazy, okay? Because what it does is anytime a water monster is on the field, you can just activate its quick effect and destroy it, and then you can inflict damage to half the attack of that monster. Then when it's destroyed, you can actually summon out your Stealth Kraken spawns, which then have an effect where you are able to summon out a number monster. You can go ahead and add a water monster in your graveyard to that number monster as a overlay, you know, like as an overlay exceed. I don't know, material. Sorry, but anyways, this is what we're playing. If you want to go ahead and play Crooked Cook in this deck, you could, or if you want to play Baguska, you can also play that in this deck as well, as it does allow that. But if you do end up playing Crooked Cook, I would suggest probably put an Astro Karibo. It's another UR card, but it will help your Crooked Cook from not being destroyed. And for some reason, it is legal in this event. A lot of cards aren't legal, but apparently this is. So do keep a mind, like do keep a lookout for that, right? Anyways, we are going to be playing some Solemn, some Forbidden Droplets, Lightning Storm, Dark Ruler, just so we can get by. And we're going to also play Triple Tactics Talent, just in case people want to activate a monster effect during our turn, because let's be real, it's our turn, it shouldn't be yours. But yes, this is what we are going to be playing. Now for deck number 2, I am going to be playing swordsoul. Now swordsoul was hit in this festival, and you may be wondering how. Well, number 1, we can't play any of the monks, right? So because of that, we are going to be playing Downward Magician, Hope, and also Zeus. Right now, I do have 16 cards in this deck. I know, but it's because I don't know what I want to take out, or if I still want to keep in Downward. It's really up to me. I'm gonna decide if I want to take out Emancipator, Dragite, or if I want to take out Downward, right? It's really decisions. But the reason that we're playing this is because Hope is a level 8 monster, and most of our extra deck is actually level 8s. As you can see with Crimson Blader, Boxia, White Aura Whale, Draco Berserker, Emancipator Rising, and Grandmaster Chayao. So it's all really easy to get onto the field. You can basically get 2 of them onto the field. Pretty simple, and it's not going to really do too much. Now, do keep in mind that Vashuda was hit 2-1, which I can agree with. That makes sense. But you're still going to be able to play because you still have 3 Adhara, so your Adhara can get your Vashuda back. And then on top of that, we are playing the Golden Swordsoul card, which is a tuner. This is the only reason I'm playing it, because I can actually summon it with Ecclesia. And so just in case we do get our Moye hit with an Imperm, we at least can have an Ecclesia on the field probably at the same time. Use that to summon out the Golden Swordsoul card and use it as a tuner in replacement to your token that would have been there, right? Another thing that you want to keep in mind about this deck is that we're also going to be playing Iris. Iris is going to be really good because number 1, it's level 8, so it can help you go into Hope if you need to. And then on top of that, like, Iris does have 3 pretty good effects. Hand, special summon 1 monster from your hand. If they summon from the deck, draw 2 cards. And if they summon from the extra deck, you can destroy 1 monster, special summon from the extra deck. So pretty good effects. And so yeah, I think this deck is going to be really good. But once again, like I said, I'm still trying to decide if I want to run Downward or if I want to run Dragite. I'm definitely going to be running Right or Whale because of its piercing damage effect that it does have. Plus it can destroy all monsters in attack position, right? So, and the reason I want to run this is just in case Crooked Cook does show up on the field, I have something to literally like go through that. Like I could just do piercing damage, right? So that's going to be really good for us. Anyways, deck number 3 that we that you can also play is another anime deck, which is going to be Utopias. Utopia actually sets up a pretty good board, right? So basically with Utopias, you can go ahead and get out Utopic Draco Future, you can get off Leo, and you should be able to get off Hope, and finally you can get off Dragnar, right? So what does Dragnar do? Dragnar, you can change the attack of the opponent's monsters to 0. That's just one effect, right? And that's when the opponent attacks. So they just drop down to 0 and it remains 0. It's not just for the end of the turn, right? And then you can use this effect literally anytime, and you don't have to discard an overlay to use it. So do keep in mind that you do not have to discard an overlay to use that effect. Hope is there so you could take spells on their turn. So if they try to activate a spell, you could just go ahead and take that card and you attach it as an overlay. Plus on top of that, if they decide to attack one of your XC monsters, you can actually target one face-up XC monster you control. It gains attack equal to one of those destroyed monsters' original attack. Plus, if another face-up XC monster you control is my bad. And then you can detach one material from this card, change the attack target to this card, and perform damage calculations, right? So let's say they try to go ahead and attack one of your XC monsters, you can change it to Hope and it will attack Hope instead. Then you have the Ultimate Leo Utopia Ray, which when it has a ZW equipped, you can target one effect monster your opponent controls, negate its effects, and if you do, half its attacks. So it won't destroy it, but it will negate the effect, plus its attack will be halved, right? And do keep in mind, this effect, activation, and effect cannot be negated. So when you are trying to attach a ZW monster to the card, you can't negate this. Another thing is you have the Utopic Draco Future, which you could detach one material from this card, negate the activation. Then if that monster on the field is on the field, gain control of it. So let's say they decide to go ahead and use swordsoul chain, activate its effect. You can literally negate that and take its card, and now you have chaining on your field. Or if they try to activate Grandmaster, you do the same thing. Plus, on top of that, you have the trap card Numbers Protection, which is really good, right? Numbers Protection, what it does is when a spell or trap card of monster effect is activated while you control a monster, a number monster, negate the activation if you do destroy that card, right? Another thing that it has is its graveyard effect. If a number exceed monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can set this card but banish it when it leaves the field, right? So you can bring this card back as long as your number monster is destroyed by battle or card effect. Plus for the OTK plays, you still have the Utopia, which you could go into Utopia double, and then with the double or nothing, you could get like a real big beatdown. Play it on, and then for last resort, you can also go into Zeus. Plus you also have the Zombies Vampire card. This card is just absolutely nuts, by the way. I suggest you guys look at that card. That card is kind of crazy. Neither player can target this card with effects of special summon monsters, except those special summon from the graveyard. So that's just ridiculous, especially as a 3K beater. Oh my. And then finally, for the fourth deck, we're going to be talking about Big Boy Numerons. Now, if you're wondering where is our Planet Pathfinders, they're banned in this event. The pots are also banned. The only one that's not banned is Desires, but everything else got banned. Duality got banned, Extravagance got banned, Prosperity got banned. They literally went ahead and banned a lot of things. So anyways, this is what we're going to be playing for Numerons. We got the Gammas. You have the Ghost Reaper Wind Cherries. Now, the reason I went with Cherries is just in case you end up going against swordsoul, right? You're always going to be choosing second, so that's not going to be an issue for you. So if you open up Cherries and you notice that they summon a Moye, bro, just banish the Grandmaster Chai from their deck and they lose all of them. They're just all banished, right? So they can't use it. And that's only by you just revealing it. This card doesn't even get banished out of your deck. You just reveal it and then bam, they're gone. You can do the same thing with Barone. So it really is up to you. Obviously the reason that we're playing these is because you can't play any links, so that means no Abramax, no Mega Fleets, no Maschianas, no, you know, just any, you can only play Synchros and XYZ, so obviously you know why. 3 limited removals for the OTK plays, 3 Numeron networks. We got the small roll package in here so we can make sure we can get Numeron Wall in our hand. And then on top of that, we got the Numeron Callings, the 3 Magical Malice, the 1-for-1 so we can get this card once again. And then we are playing 1 Kaiju, 2 Lava Golems. I was opting at 3, but I decided to go with 1 Kaiju just in case we open up 2 of these and then we could just go Kaiju. We are playing 3 Ashes, 3 Maxis, 2 Gammas, and 2 Effect Veilers. And finally, the Solemn with the Imperms. So hopefully this deck is going to be consistent. I believe it will. I mean, I think this deck's probably going to have an 80% win rate if you don't. So, and that's pretty good. You know, the faster you can kill someone in the event, and that's what we're going for, is we're going for speed, right? We want to knock the event out pretty fast. This is probably going to be the best way to do it, other than our last and final deck, which is going to be the Chad of all decks, Ben K OTK. Now, once again, we can't play any pots besides for Desires, so this is what we're playing. We got 2 Maxis, 3 Metal Zappers, and then we got the Chad right here, Ben K, with the 2 Lava Golems, the 2 Gamma Cells, and then 1 Gardarla. And then for our extra deck, I just want people to believe that we're actually playing extra deck, because why not, right? But anyways, this is what we are going to be playing. This deck is going to be able to just OTK. So anyways, guys, out of the 5 decks, you let me know in the comment section below, which deck do you plan to play? I probably am going to play either Ben K or I'm going to go ahead and play Sword Soul. I just want to knock the event out fast. I don't really care for anything else other than that. The faster you can knock the event out, the better. More gems, bro. I just want to knock it out and then get done with the event. But anyways, I wanted to go ahead and just show you 5 decks that you can play. Obviously, there's other decks you can play. You do have the power of the loner decks if you can't build any of these decks. But honestly, the Sword Soul one isn't too bad. It's pretty decent, I guess. And yeah. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below, what are you guys going to be playing? Anyways, thank you all for tuning in. I really appreciate the support. You guys are actually amazing. We actually hit 1,700 subs. So thank you. But I am out of here. Peace.